Hello and welcome to the Dankest Dungeon. Today we're going to be doing a rematch with these versions of our very first commanders that we ever played in Magic the Gathering. If you didn't see the first game that we played with these commanders, be sure to check it out here in the upper right. And if you've already seen it, or you don't give a damn about the first game, let's get right into it. Hey, what's up? It's Jason. I'm back again playing Memnarch, my very first commander. I can't wait to dig him up out of the grave and give him another go.
Hey guys, it's David. I'm back. Today I'm playing Yarok the Desecrated, and I'm going to try and hurt people with lands.
Me, Nate. This Rafiq. Magic, too much thought. Be stabbed with sword.
Hey guys, Steve here. Hopefully the dragons work the first time. If not, dragons will work the second time. Dragons will get through one way or another.
Okay, everyone, let's go ahead and roll off. I got a 3.
8.
3.
4 again.
David will go first.
I will keep.
Good enough.
I'm good with me.
Yeah, this hand's fine. I'll keep it.
Play a Scalding Tarn, which I will pay a life and fetch. Going to get a Breeding Pool.
Shocking and said breeding pool.
Yep, cast a Finned Horn Elves and pass.
Draw. That's a card. I will also shock in a breeding pool, and I will use it to cast a Delighted Halfling. Say go.
Untap, upkeep, draw. We're gonna play Foreboding Ruins, revealing this swamp from my hand. Pass turn.
Okay, I'm going to draw. Play a Snow-Covered Island. I will pay 1 for a Sensei's Divining Top. Pass turn.
Tap, draw. We will tap 2 for a Lotus Cobra.
Nice.
I'll play a Dryad Arbor, making a blue mana, and with that blue mana, I'm going to cast Mystical Tutor to get Assassin's Trophy for reasons. And then I'll pass turn.
Remember when I got deleted suddenly?
I'll play a Misty Rainforest. I will crack the Misty, grab a Spara's Headquarters, a 1 for a bot. Go ahead.
Clearwater Pathways, land for turn. Tap 2. Demir Signet. Pass turn.
I'm going to untap. During my upkeep, I'm going to activate top. Do it like that. I will draw, play Snow-Covered Island, and pass.
Tap, draw. We are going to pay 3 life to have the backside. Agadim the Undercrypt, trigger Lotus Cobra. I will make a blue mana, and then I'll tap 5 for Yarok the Desecrated. And then I will pass turn.
Untap. Upkeep. Draw. I would like to play this Plains for turn. I want to pay 4, using a mana from Delighted Halfling for this legendary spell, so it can't be countered. To cast Rafiq of the Many. Exalted, and when a creature I control attacks alone, it gets Double Strike. And go nuts.
Draw for turn. Play Mountain. The Struggle for Project Purity. I'm going to choose Brotherhood. At the beginning of my upkeep, each opponent draws a card. I draw a card for each card drawn this way. And then I will pass turn.
End of your turn, I'll activate top again. Go to my turn, play a Snow-Covered Island. I'm going to pay 2 for a Vidalcan Engineer. This is a 1/1 Vidalcan Artificer. I can tap him to add 2 mana of any one color. I can spend this mana only to cast artifact spells or activate abilities of artifacts. Go ahead.
Untap, draw. Cast Life from the Loam just to get my Scalding Tarn back. Play Scalding Tarn as land for turn. Trigger Lotus Cobra twice because of Yarok. We're going to make 2 green. I'd like to pay life and fetch. We will get a basic island with the Scalding Tarn. Trigger Lotus Cobra 2 more times. I will make 2 more green, so I have 4 green floating. Convoke, Court of Calling.
I will use my Birds of Paradise to sing you a song of my people. Squawk. Would you like a bird instead of a Court of Calling?
I will take a bird. I'm going to tap 3. Cast a Retreat to Hagra. Whenever land enters the battlefield under my control, I can choose 1. Target creature gets +1/+0 and Death Touch until end of turn, or each opponent loses 1 life and I gain 1 life. And I will pass turn.
Upkeep. Draw. That's a card. I will play this island for turn. Going to go ahead and pay 5. There is a Finest Hour again. Exalted, when a creature I control attacks alone, if it's the first combat, there's another one. Here is a 5/5 with Double Strike swinging at you.
I will declare no blocks on the first combat, so I'll take 10.
It is my first combat. I will untap my creature. Go to combat. And I will swing a 7/7 with Double Strike at you.
That's getting blocked.
Damn it, he saw the line. Go ahead.
All right. Untap, upkeep. You each draw a card. I draw 3. And then I draw for turn.
That's a lot of cards.
We're going to play Bajuka Bog and yank your graveyard. Pay 2, Give me a Nightscape. I will pass turn though.
End your turn, I'm going to activate top again. Alright, going to my turn. Go ahead and play a snow-covered island for turn. Vidalcan Shackles. Get out of here, Rafiq. Attack someone else, please. I'm going to pay 1 for Emery. I'm going to mill 4 Blue Sun Zenith, 2 islands, and an Arcane Signet. I'll pass turn.
Alright, untap and draw. I would like to play a forest. 2 triggers on Lotus Cobra and 2 triggers on Retreat to Hagra. I'm going to have each opponent lose 1 life and I'll gain a life twice. I'm going to make black and a green. With the green, I'm going to play Exploration. I can play an additional land on my turns. I'll tap 2 basics and play a Wayward Swordtooth. I have the City's Blessing. I'm going to move to combat. 3 at Jason.
I'm going to activate Vidalcan Engineer to put 2 blue into Vidalcan Shackles. I'm going to grab Lotus Cobra and block.
I will gain 3 and Lotus Cobra will die. And I have nothing else. I will pass turn.
Upkeep. Draw.
At the beginning of your draw step, I'm gonna rift Rafiq back to your hand.
Alright. We will play an island for turn. Cast a Rafiq. We'll just set up this turn. Pay 1 for a Mother of Runes. And say go.
Upkeep. You each draw a card, I draw 3.
Yep.
Swamp. I'm gonna solve the equation. Search my library for an instant or sorcery, reveal it, put it in my hand. We're gonna Blasphemous Act.
Okay.
Yep.
Regenerate Nightscape. Pass and discard down to 7.
I will untap Shackles and draw a card. Play a Snow-Covered Island. Pay 3 for a Foundry Inspector. My artifacts cost 1 less to play. And I will pass turn.
Untap, draw. I'll play a forest and I will pass.
Draw. I'm gonna pay 3, play a Sword of Body and Mind, pro blue-green, and when it deals combat damage, I make a 2/2 wolf, and the opponent I hit mills 10. And I will pay 2 for 3 visits. I'm going to search my library for a forest, put it on the battlefield, and then shuffle a Temple Garden. We aren't gonna shock it in. And we'll say go.
Untap, upkeep, you each draw a card, I draw 3. Drop a turn. Pay 2 for a Rakdos Signet. Pay 1 for Expedition Map. Pay another 3 for Black Market Connections. Pass and discard down to 7.
Into your turn, I'll snag Nightscape. I will untap. I'll leave Vidalcan Shackles tapped and draw. 2 being reduced by 1 because of Nightscape for Narset Parter Veils. And I will -2 her to look at my top 4. Soul Ring will go to my hand. Being reduced by 1, I will play Soul Ring for free as a Foundry Inspector. 2 with the Soul Ring to play Basalt Monolith. It taps for 3. It doesn't untap. I can pay 3 to untap it. I will pay 1, being reduced by 1, for Eye of Vecna. When it enters the battlefield, I draw a card and lose 2 life. At the beginning of my upkeep, I can pay 2 colorless. If I do, draw a card and lose 2 life. I will draw a card.
End of your turn. I'm going to Abrupt Decay the Monolith.
Tap it for 3 mana and use 1 of that on top. Okay, you got it.
Untap and draw. Untap 4 for a Culling Ritual.
Ooh.
Destroy each non-land permanent with mana value 2 or less. Add black or green for each permanent. I have 1.
I have 3.
I have none.
I will muddle the mixture.
Okay.
I need a hero.
I will pass turn.
I have a Rejuvenating Springs as my land for turn. I'm gonna pay 2. I'm gonna open the armory. I'm gonna search my library for an aura or equipment, put it into my hand, then shuffle. Grab a Lightning Greaves. I'm gonna pay 1 for a Giver of Runes. Tap another target creature I control gains pro from colorless or from a color of my choice. Till end of turn. Going to pay 2. It's going to get a Sword of Body and Mind. Cast a Lightning Greaves. I'm going to give the Giver of Runes set of Lightning Greaves. 4 adjacent.
I'll take 4. I milled 10.
Yep, we'll do it again, swing 5.
Nice couple die.
That's all she wrote for me.
Untap, upkeep, you each draw a card.
Then you don't get your draw step one.
I am gonna get the Shapeshifter and the Treasure Token.
For those keeping a track at home, you have now seen 6 of the swords.
4. Clone the Giver of Runes because cloning does not target. Pay 3 to life to cast Phyrexian Metamorph as a copy of the Lightning Greaves. We are going to put one shapeshifter on top of another shapeshifter to give that shapeshifter haste. We are going to give that shapeshifted Giver of Runes haste and give my shapeshifter changeling protection from colorless or from the color of my choice until end of turn. He's gonna have.
Oh, you're trying to
wait
get rid
for-
of Narsa. Yeah, sure.
Oh,
That doesn't work though, because then I can't put the boots on the shapeshifter because the boots are
Yeah.
colorless.
Oh, because the shapeshifter just came in this turn
Shapeshifter
too.
just came in this turn. And we'll just see if a Foundry Inspector is gonna run in front of this shapeshifter.
Yeah, you can have her.
Main 2, we're gonna sacrifice the last treasure for Mystic Remora.
Okay, I'm gonna untap, trigger Eye of Vecna. I will not do that. I will draw for turn. Play a Snow-Covered Island. Pay 1 for a Flying Blocker, Pilipala. 5 mana for a Mystic Remora. Pass turn. Are you enjoying our content? Want to help support the show? Consider joining our Patreon for some dank benefits, including access to our full deck list, voting privileges for polls, shoutouts at the end of our videos, and more. Don't want to give us any money? We get it. Subscribing to the channel, liking our videos, and commenting down below also help as well, and are totally free. Thank you so much everyone for your support. Let's get back to the video.
I'm going to play Undergrowth Stadium, trigger Retreat to Hagra. We'll have each opponent lose 1, I'll gain 1. Tap 3 to play a Crucible Worlds.
Do you pay 4 and do you pay 4?
I do not.
Oh, okay.
Absolutely not. I'm far enough behind. Second land for turn, because Exploration is going to be Dryad Arbor. I'm going to gain drain the table again.
Yep.
And I will pass turn.
Draw. Play land for turn being this Plains. Cast Rafiq. Move the Sword of Body and Mind to the Wolf. Jason. A 6/6 with double strike swinging at you. Pro blue and green.
Yeah, I'll take the first one.
Take 12.
I mill 10.
20. Combat. 8/8 with double strike at you, please.
I'll block with Foundry.
Yep. That's all she wrote. Go ahead.
Untap, upkeep. You each draw a card. I draw 3. Black Market Connections is going to be 6. Ship and Reef is land for turn. Tapping 6 for Inferno Titan. When he enters the battlefield or attacks, deals 3 damage divided as I choose among 1, 2, or 3 target creatures and or players. We're going to hit the Pilipala, Dryad Arbor, and Nate's Face for 1.
Ouch.
The Pseudo Lightning Greaves onto Inferno Titan.
In response, I will take him.
In response, I'm going to pay 1 red mana to give him +1/+0, and then he's too big for Velvet Shackles.
Yeah, that's okay.
Go to combat. Shapeshifter, your way, your way.
Okay.
Inferno Titan is going that way. 3 damage is going to be directed to Rafiq.
Yeah, this dies.
I will take 7.
I have a 3/2 swinging at me, right?
Correct.
I have a Dead Wolf.
All
I'll
right.
trade these.
I will pass and discard down to 7.
I'm gonna untap. I will untap Shackles. I'm gonna go ahead and top first. I'm not gonna Vecna. I will pay for Remora, and I will draw for turn. I'm gonna play a Snow-Covered Island for 2 blue and 2 to reshape. I'm gonna get rid of the Eye of Vecna. Grab an artifact that costs 2.
Fish trigger.
No, you can have it. Nice. I'll just grab Spellskite. Can pay a Phyrexian blue to change the target of spell or ability to Spellskite. That'll be it. Go ahead.
I will play a Verdant Catacombs, triggering the retreat.
1 trigger of Retreat of Hagra.
I'm going to pay a life and fetch.
2 trigger.
Get a basic swamp. Pay 7 to cast Yarok the Desecrated.
Yep.
Play my second land for turn as Verdant Catacombs,
Trigger.
which will trigger retreat twice. Total of 4 triggers from Retreat to Hagra. You all lose 4. I will gain 4. And I will pass.
Have your fish triggers. That's too damn much. I'm gonna Whir of Invention for 3. Grabbing a Sword of War and Peace. Pro red white. When equipped creature deals combat damage to a player, they take damage equal to the number of cards in their hand, and I gain 1 life for the number of cards in my hand. Pay 2 to put it onto this other wolf. So I don't put all my eggs in one basket. Combat. 5 at your way, Steve.
I'm going to give my colorless creature pro green till end of turn.
In response to you giving it pro, I'm gonna take your Shapeshifter.
Alright, so 5 from the wolf. Then you take damage equal to the number of cards in your hand.
9.
I gain 4. Smack you
Yeah.
again, so you'll take 7. Take damage equal to the number of cards in your hand, but you're dead. And I will gain 4. Sega?
End of your turn, I'm going to fetch before Shackles untaps.
You're going to heal 2, and we're each going to take 2.
We will grab Hedge Maze. I will Surveil twice.
Ooh.
Surveil 1 is going to be World Shaper. Surveil 2, that can stay there.
Also, at the end of your turn, I'm gonna activate top. I will untap Shackles. I will not pay for Remora. And I will draw for turn. I will play another snow-covered island for a turn. I'm going to pay 3 for an extra planar lens. When it comes into play, I will exile Snow-Covered Island. Snow-Covered Island is now tapped for double.
It does not enter, because having a bunch of mana and stealing my swords would be bad. No.
Oh, pass turn again.
Land for turn is going to be Polluted Delta, which is going to have 2 triggers on Retreat to Hagra. So each opponent will lose 2 and I will gain 2. The second land for turn is going to be Verdant Catacombs from the graveyard, triggering Retreat to Hagra 2 more times. We will tap for 5 and attempt to cast Green Sun Zenith, X equaling 4.
I'm going to go ahead and cast an Offer You Can't Refuse. Counters it and you get 2 treasures.
Awaken the Woods, X is 3. I get to create 3 green for a Dryad land creature tokens.
Okay. I'm going to pay 2 before the Dryads come into play. Activate Vidalcan Shackles to take your commander. So I'll take half the damage when they come into play.
In response, I will fetch twice, taking 2 damage. 8 total triggers. Forest and a Swamp. You gain control of Yarok. And then the 3 Dryads come in, and I will trigger 3 more times, Retreat to Hagra. So each opponent takes 3, and I gain 3. End of turn, and pass.
Draw. Hunter's Insight on this wolf. When it deals damage this turn, I draw that many cards. I'll pay 3 for a Thassa, God of the Sea. It is not a creature because I don't have the devotion. Beginning of my upkeep, I scry 1, and then I can pay 2. Target creature I control can't be blocked this turn. I'm going to pay 2. I'm going to make this wolf unblockable.
Removed combat, I am going to attempt to Assassin's Trophy the Finest Hour.
Unfortunately, that works.
Go get a basic.
Combat.
I will declare no blocks.
I will trigger the Hunter's Insight first. Draw 4. Deal you damage equal to the number of cards in your hand.
I have nothing.
Sick Gnarly, and I will gain 6. Main 2 Prairie Stream. Cast a Sigarda's Aid. Sego.
On the end of your turn, I will activate top. I will keep Yarok and I will draw. Go to combat. Swing your commander at you, David.
1 tree is going to die.
I'll gain 3 life. I will activate top. I will tap top to draw this card. Crystal Skull, Isu Spyglass. I'm going to look at the top card of my library at any time. I may play historic lands and cast historic spells from the top of my library. It also taps for a blue. I will tap it for a blue to play Sensei's Divining Top. I will pay 0 for Everflowing Chalice. So I'm just dead to that. I think there's no way out. I'll pay 2 for a Phantasmal Image. There's a copy of Giver of Runes and pass.
Upkeep drop. I'm going to play my first land for turn as Verdant Catacombs, second land for turn as Polluted Delta. Fetch 1, then I'll fetch another. That will be 4 triggers of Retreat to Hagra. Each opponent loses 4 and I gain 4.
Yep.
Yep. Here's your commander back.
Play the Perennial Behemoth again for a colorless blocker. I will pass turn.
Upkeep. Scry 1. That can go to bottom. I don't need that right now. Draw. Pay 2 for a Stoneforge Mystic. When it enters, I search for an equipment, reveal it, put it into my hand, shuffle. I'm going to grab a Sword of Hearth and Home. Sword of Hearth and Home. Sigarda's Aid. Let's put it onto the wolf. Pay 2. Make the wolf unblockable. Combat. Swing. 6 unblockable at you.
I will declare no blocks and take 6.
Yep, I will trigger the Hearth and Home first, getting Stoneforge Mystic. We will put this forest, grab a Sword of Wealth and Power to my hand. Then we'll do the War and Peace. Take damage equal to the number of cards in your hand.
Nothing.
Ha! And I will gain 5. And I'm going to pay 2. Boseiju, the Retreat to Hagra.
Yep.
You can get a land, my friend.
We get a land and it will not hurt you. Underground Mortuary, I will Surveil twice. Surveil 1. Sylvan Safekeeper's gone. Surveil 2. Fierce Guardianship's gone. I need something that's not a counterspell.
Play my land for turn, being this is land, and we will pass.
Untap. Upkeep. Drop. Play 2 lands from my graveyard. I'll fetch City Sewers, Overgrown Tomb for the Verdant Catacombs, and I will Surveil twice. That can stay there. I'm just going to pass turn.
We will play a forest for turn. 8, cast Rafiq of the Many.
Yep.
2, we will make this wolf unblockable.
Mm-hmm.
Swing a 7/7 with double strike at you.
Okay, I declare no blocks.
3, flash in, because of Sigarda's aid, a Sword of Wealth and Power.
I have a negate.
It does get negated. No Sword of Wealth and Power for me.
So 14?
Yep, Hearth and Home, so I'll trigger that before my War and Peace. We're going to bounce the Stoneforge, so I'm going to gain 3 and then 4. I'm going to find 2 lands and 2 equipments. Forest, Plains, a Sword of Once and Future, and a Swiftfoot Boots. Pass.
I'm going to pay 3 mana for an Iridescent Vine Lasher with Offspring. When it enters, I create a token copy. Yarok will trigger, I'll create 2 token copies. So I have 3 Iridescent Vine Lashers. I will play Verdant Catacomb, triggering each of the Vine Lashers twice, so you'll take 6.
Yep.
Fetch, you'll take 6. I'll play another, you'll take 6, I'll fetch, you'll take 6. So you'll take a total of 24, and I will take 2.
I'm glad I had the Beseiju for that retreat, otherwise I would have just been dead.
I will pass turn.
Churn step, flash in a Swifties for Rafiq. It'll attach from Sigarda's aid. Untap, upkeep, scry 1. I can go to the bottom. I will go to combat. I will pay 2 to make the wolf unblockable and swing a 7/7 with double strike at you.
I have no blocks, and I die.
Committing much murder.
And Nate is able to win the race against David with good old-fashioned combat damage. I hope you enjoyed that game. See you all next time. Thanks, patrons, especially Jacob M., Paul K., Jared R., Kiji CB, Mad Hunter Mage CJ, and Jared N. And thank you to the rest of our patrons as well.